Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
Happy Friday. And thank you ever so much for tuning in on a Friday afternoon, is it, Anand?
Yeah, Friday afternoon here around 2 o'clock. Yeah.
We have Anand Kaimal from Collector's Corals.
Who has had 14 beers, is that right, Anand?
In the Saturday in the morning, yeah.
And then we had to ask him to hide his bong, which was in the corner, but you know,
yes,
he's put.
Well, he's put that away till Reefing news anyway. But listen, thank you ever so much for coming on. I know you were meant to come on a few months ago, and you had a lot going off in the background. But no, seriously, thank you ever so much for coming on. Hope you're well.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
No, you're welcome, mate. You are literally.
Won't be saying that in 20 minutes. Trust me.
Yeah. We'll ask. In fact, we probably should ask you now. Will you come on again rather than ask you at the end of the show? That would probably make more sense.
Of course, I like you guys are awesome. You know. Yeah.
Thank you ever so much.
We're supposed to be an intelligent man, Anand.
Made him like a couple of $100 via PayPal will get you.
Yeah. and the subtle ending of a career. Lovely.
Yes. But for anybody that doesn't know, Anand, who's the owner and the curator of Collector's Corals, you've obviously had a lot of content captured. I've watched a couple of your videos by Reef Under the Roof. You've also been on talks with Adam from Fag Garage, and you've even been lucky enough to rub shoulders and visit Andrew Sandler and the Polar Reef team, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was there like last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
I was following you. Tour. I was watching. I was recording it all.
You're a bit worried.
Creepy.
That was amazing.
I wanted to hear about it. We're going to get sort of down into obviously Collector's Corals this evening, but before we do, we've got to do what we always do on a Friday evening, which is say good evening to the viewers and those of you that are home that have joined us. So Anand's going to do the shout outs, people. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course he is.
Hi, John.
John. Hey, John.
Hey, John. Hi, good to see you.
Off to a cracking start.
All right. So, hey, John, how are you doing?
No, Tekker's Reefer. Evening, Tekker's Reefer.
Oh, Tekker's Reefer. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
One. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
Yes.
You'll get used to it in a minute. I'm still learning.
Evening, John.
Hi, Rama.
Hey, Rama. How you doing?
John.
Who else we got?
Hey, Offshore Preacher. How are you doing?
Offshore Preacher
tonight.
Preacher.
Nice one, Neil.
Preacher. Oh,
that'll be good.
Good evening, Father.
Hey, Gaza's Reef.
Gaza's Reef.
He's on the whiskey.
Of course he is.
Hey, UKM 120.
Anthony. Evening.
Good evening, Dance Reef.
Yeah. Dance, move out the sun, please. Move to the right.
Good evening, Ad Nelam. How am I pronouncing it right?
Read it backwards. We'll give you a clue. It's only fair.
Not the Good Morning Reefers bit.
Oh, Melinda.
Melinda. Yes.
Hey, good evening, Melinda.
She's in sunny Australia, Anand, just so you know.
I was going to say John.
Nice to meet you.
Who else have we got in here? We've got a few other names. Here we go.
Good evening, Shazam B. How are you doing?
Shazza B. Tommy and
Sharon. Yeah, they are.
What's we got in here? I'm going to miss that one. There we go.
Hey, Gil's Aquarium.
Liam, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Nick and Stacy.
Evening. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good evening, Jupiter's Reef.
Jupiter's Reef. Julie.
Good evening, Julie.
That's it.
Hey, good evening, Wakefield Reef.
Timothy.
Oh, good evening, stranger.
Hello.
Hey, Norfolk Reefer.
Well done. Well said, Matty boy. What else we got in here? Next one.
Hey, good evening, East Coast Reefer.
Steve.
Hey, good evening, Emma Rudley.
Emma.
Really? Yeah.
Evening.
Hey, good evening, Woody's Reef.
Woody's Reef.
Woody.
A few people talking amongst themselves. I'll get the. Oh, here we go.
Hey, good evening, Ocean Sea Products.
Good evening, Mark. Hope you're good. Thank you ever so much for your support,
Mark.
as always. Evening.
Cheeky sausage, Mark.
That's the one.
Good evening, Jam. Jam.
Talking about sausages, Ron, he's been kind enough to donate quite a lot of food for the Reefers Network barbecue that's coming up, which is going to be very well appreciated.
Is Adnan invited to that? Or
Of course he is. We're flying him over.
Jim is giving you some sausage.
No, Mark Coates. bless him.
Mark is giving you some sausage.
Mark is giving Drippy some sausage.
he's currently building them as we speak.
Yes.
Oh,
Good evening, Ocean Sea Products. Good evening, Bristol Reefer.
That's the one.
Lee.
Um,
Ignore him. Ignore
Good
him.
evening, Pelagic Swimmer.
Yeah.
That's that Captain Big Dick I was talking to you about earlier. Yeah. He's a right dickhead.
Some really old guy.
Yeah. Good evening, Ryan's Reef.
Evening, Ryan. Hope you're good. Who else we got in here?
Good evening, Intrinsic Reef.
Intrinsic Reef. Good evening.
Good evening, Bernadette.
She is
That's-
hot. She is so
Yeah.
hot.
That's Ron's miss. That's Ron's missus, by the way, Anand. Just so you know. We have to get friends and family in the comments just so it looks like it's a popular stream. Sorry.
I mean,
We should have told you that before you came on.
I've got this man open on 6 devices.
Like
we actually
already.
we paid Gaz's entire family to watch one stream. Do you remember that?
Oh dear.
Good evening, Heron's Reef.
Evening, Chris.
What else we got in here? Mo.
Hey, good evening, Mo's Reef. Yes.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Dave's Reef. Good evening, Harry's West.
We're nearly there. I know it's
Good
painful.
evening, Eden Reefer UK.
Scott, evening. Hope you're good, mate.
Nice to meet you all day there, Scott.
Good evening, Haley Bar.
Haley.
Who else we got in here?
Good evening, Reefy Reese.
Reese.
Evening.
Good evening, Spiller's Reef.
I think we are. I think we're there. If I've missed anybody out, I do apologise. We will call you out throughout the show.
Oh, you missed
as
one.
always. Oh, who have I missed?
No, I'm joking. Sorry.
Thanks, mate. You're a diamond. Right then. So, and like I said a minute ago. So I've seen a lot of the stuff that people have done in terms of your tanks on YouTube. Followed your Instagram page for a while. So you're based in Illinois. Is that right? US?
Yep. Illinois,
Yep.
Chicago. Yeah.
Town called Oak Brook. Is that right?
Yeah, Oak Brook. Yeah. It's like 18 miles away from Chicago downtown, so pretty close.
If you let him continue, he's also got the street and the door name. Just so you know.
Well, this might freak him out a little bit, but isn't it near a school?
Yeah, it is near the school. Across the street, yeah.
Don't let him over. Adnan, don't let him over.
We need to move on.
Moving on quickly. So you've been in the hobby since, from my notes, from around 2008?
2008, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come on, and start with the obvious. Then, what got you into the hobby?
So I was introduced into the freshwater hobby when I was a kid, 6 years old. My dad got me some bunch of guppies, red swords, red morleys, and all that stuff. And then ever since I was hooked to fishes, And then around 2000, I came to the US, and then I started seeing corals and amazing saltwater fishes that is like nowhere close to the freshwater fishes, in terms of color. So I in 2008, I bought my first house, and then I thought I should as well have a tank. So I got my first tank that was a 240-gallon cube, 48 inch by 48 by 24 inch tall cube. That's how things started. I had a local friend who was a bringing in corals from Indonesia and live rock from Fiji,
Nice.
Tonga, all over the place. So I got all those fresh branch, Tonga rock and Fiji rock, straight from the ocean. So that's how I started my getting into the hobby with all that stuff. And
Wow.
then first fund was a bunch of LPS, some brain corals. I got my first green slimer, maybe the first stagon, all that stuff. Got the thing running with a calcium reactor and ice cap, 400 watts radium bulbs. And then later on I switched to radium bulbs, and it was simply amazing. Like until I got hit by the flatworms in 2000.
Oh, really?
Months of import. Nobody has seen it before, right? In 2011, 2012, when it first came in. Probably a bunch of
acro flatworms, sorry.
And the acro flatworms. Yeah, those. Yeah, those
Tom,
came in. And
Tom got done by another kind the other week, didn't you, Tom?
Euphilia on the torches in here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are bad. I heard, but the
No,
acro
they was as big as Tom.
Oh. I have seen some big ones. It's crazy how big.
These were the biggest ones ever recorded.
So flatworms destroyed a lot of stuff. I was dipping for like months, and then finally got rid of it. And then ever since, having a quarantine tank, is just so important. So, and in 2015, like Reef Central was back. I was the Reef Central Tank of the Month in 2015.
Nice.
And then after that, I had to get the tank down in 2018. Since I moved again, that was pretty hard. Like I had two systems running in two houses for almost 6 months. I was thinking I'll slowly transfer everything to the new house. Everything was perfect until one water heater broke in the new setup over here, and everything looked so pale. So I was just I saw some smoke coming out of the water heater.
Joke, really? Right. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I think we need to get this party started by showing some of the people at home some of the actual corals that we're talking about here, because they are absolutely off the charts. So let's throw this in the stage right now, and let's get talking about this. So what we're looking at here then, obviously corals. These are some of your pride possessions, I take it.
Yeah, that is some Indonesian coral that I got recently. It's a fast grower. It's a nice one. That is an Indotenuous. It is the RR Refract Ultimate Orange Passion that you see right there.
Nice.
And that is a Lucky Charms from Rocky Mountain Frogs. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That is that is it's Shane Baker's Guilty Pleasure, SBB.
Fuck me, that is lovely.
Yeah. That grew from a 1/2-inch frag over 4 years.
That is really nice, that one.
That is SBB Hot Tamale. Again, it grew from a 1/2-inch frag from 2021. I got the golden polyps again.
I think you need to.
Look at that.
Oh, that one is the.
Is that the one that I've used as the background drop by any chance?
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, exactly.
You're struggling for colours a little bit, Anand, didn't you?
It's all about the trace, man. It's just.
Well,
I got it pretty much dialed in, where I don't have to do any more monthly corrections.
Yeah, I think you can do better than that, mate. If I'm honest.
That is the pink Cadillac from Reef Raft, Canada.
wow.
I had a colony that was almost 2 feet wide.
Yeah.
I sent it over to Polo Reef. He has it in his system because I couldn't hold it anymore. My tank was it was growing out of my tank. So this one, it's a nice path, and this one is a CC Bahama Mama. Cherry corals.
Very nice.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit quiet. I'm having a bit of a moment here.
Yeah, I'm fucking hard. I'm hard as rock, Ronald. You know about you.
I'm a little swollen myself, Trippy.
Yeah.
Is it live rock or man-made? Oh, it'd be man-made, obviously.
This one is the Hunk's Hunk's Rainbow Explosion. This is one hard to keep one.
Explosion.
Vivid's Insanity. Yeah, Explosion. This is the Vivid's Insanity.
Look at that. That is unreal.
That looks like it's been poured out of a bottle.
That looks like, you see them artists that just launch.
I'm gonna rewind, Ron, just for you for that, because that is insane. That one.
This one.
Look at that.
What? What's this called? Insanity.
Vivid's Insanity. Vivid's Aquariums.
Fucking bonkers is what I'd call that coral.
This is a TCK kaleidoscope grafted. It got like 3 different colors going on in there. Nice. Yeah. And the grafting, so you can see that how the color is different. Yeah. Oof. Is
that the Bugatti?
That is my favorite. That is the Icarus.
No, you got it wrong.
This is the TGC Pearly Gates.
Ah, wow.
And the other one is a Bugatti in the back.
It's the other one, Tom.
On top, yeah.
Nearly.
That is the SBB Space Ghost.
He's a fluffy little fucker, isn't he?
No, it's amazing. This is the what do you call it? Orange Crush.
Oh, you definitely like them hairy, Anand.
Yeah.
I wish I grew hair like that on my hand,
Look at
that. That one is a Reefer Canada Rainbow Splice. You can see the red and
the red coming through. Wow.
So are you predominantly buying these as frags or colonies?
Yeah, all frags. Half to 1 inch frags.
Fucking
hell. This one is the best staghorn. It's called TCK Texas Pink Stag.
When you show people what you've grown these corals into, are any of them surprised because they've never managed to get colours like you? Are any of them like, I've never seen that?
People don't believe it, so I had people come here and take videos to believe themselves,
Really?
That's how it is,
look. Yeah. Wow.
That is SBB gelato cake. Creme de la creme from...
I've got a bit of a burning question, Anand. Right, okay. These are all very nice corals, obviously very nice, but can you keep a toadstool alive?
It's funny. So my friend moving, and so he broke down his tank. He just sent me a toadstool to keep in my... I have a small 50 gallon, so it is in there for the last 2 months. It is staying alive.
Can we see the colour on that, please?
Right, we've got quite a few questions in the comments for you straight away on that video, Anand, which I thought we would have.
Well, I've got a question. On, which 3D printing filament did you use to print all of those corals, Anand?
Fair question.
Absolutely.
Dynamite.
Thank you.
Right, should we pattern to our tanks now and Ron's farm, shall we? Or straight after that?
Ram was asking the photos you were taking. I take it you cut a bit of the flow off for the pictures that you were taking at the time, or did you know? Yeah. You did. Okay.
I just turned the flow.
Yeah. Tim, wait for Reefers asking. I know the answer to this. What lights do you run and PAR levels do you run?
So I run Orphex, the Atlantics on one tank, and the new tank, the 200 gallon, I run on Natura. The power ranges from 350 all the way to 750, 800 in my big display on the second floor.
Yes.
I was surprised. I didn't run at power test until 2 years ago when I got my power meter, and the upstairs display was getting 750 to 800 power on top, some of the corals, and they were still fine. Doing great. Yeah.
Gaz is asking, what's the secret sauce? So I think we're going to do a subscription charge. We're going to have a bit of a bidding war now. Anything you want to disclose now, Anand, before we get any further into the show?
The key, I feel, is the lighting and trays, and as well the food. And what is missing in a lot of the lights is the full spectrum. And Orphac is able to provide spectrum going all the way into the infrared and the other end of stuff. Everybody talks about blue, violets, and all that stuff, and nobody talks about the importance of red and infrared. I strongly believe that wavelength is also important, to keep things nice and colorful. And
because you've got four traces that I've watched a lot of your videos and read quite a bit, but you've got manganese, iron, zinc, and nickel are your four sort of go-to. Is that right?
Yes,
They're the really core foundation for SPS coloration and encrustation, should I say, more than anything.
Like once you have the other major trace elements under control, like fluoride. I mean, fluoride is so important. So, like the last couple of weeks, my fluoride line was above the water line in the container, and my fluoride was going down, and I could see the difference in one of my systems. So fluoride is so important. I just realized, how some corals just wither out, and then
Iron's the big one.
Iron is very big. Like I run the iron at around 1.52. It is so important to me.
I'm just going to throw a picture very quickly, which we'll come to again later on the show. But just for people that are watching at home to have some sort of understanding in terms of your laboratory, as I will call it, i.e. your sump room, this is what we're dealing with. There you go.
What the fuck? It's all of that. Wait a minute. What was the shelf in the background? What was that?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll come on.
And I think you're taking this a bit too seriously, mate, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like with my 200 gallon I set up 9 months ago, I just wanted to be a fully flexible laboratory where I can test so many things. That's why I ended up setting like 4 different dosing pumps and all that stuff, So I wanted to test things before I implement it on my 600 gallon, the other system. So it is just perfect. Like I've been trying out different trace elements, increasing some. I'm almost at the reef moonshiners levels to see whether it really makes a difference or not. So that is just a place for me to try so many things, like see what impacts what in general.
One of the obvious questions that people are going to ask you, obviously, is nutrient levels. So Mo's asking straight away, phosphate nitrate levels. What's your sort of what's your range? What do you hit for? What do you shoot for?
So for the longest time, I was running my 600 gallon at around 15 nitrate and close to 0.1 phosphate.
Yeah.
But in my new system, I am struggling to even keep a reading of phosphate because I don't have sand bed, nothing. It's so clean. But I feel that range, 10 nitrate and 0.1 phosphate is the sweet spot. When there is higher
phosphate.
0.1. But I feel 0.06 to 0.1 is perfect. Even at 0.06, like my 200 gallon is at 0.06 phosphate and 6 nitrate, it's still equally good. So
you're obviously a very experienced reefer. So when it comes to these levels being out of that range, can you tell with your eye?
When the phosphate goes above 0.13, I start seeing issues. I know a lot of people run like 0.2 phosphate. I have no idea how they do that. But once it goes above 0.13, I see certain corals fade, or become darker.
Darker, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're going to die, but it loses the nice colors.
And what about the other way? If it's too clean or too low?
It becomes fade, like it fades out, like below 0.03. I once hit that point and things were getting looking paler.
Squeaky arse.
Yeah. So I've been dosing in the 200 gallon. I dose 0.03 phosphate every day to keep a good reading. So around 0.06 I try to maintain in the 200 gallon, and it has been
so you're dosing phosphate. The fish in there is not enough.
Not enough. I mean, I like to have that extra control over phosphate. I know I can simply add a bunch of fish and get the phosphate up, but then I don't have full control over phosphate, So
I understand.
This way I can dose and control and manage it and keep it steady.
I've got to ask, Anand, on the back of this picture, have you got dosing pumps in the kitchen, bathroom, and living room and bedroom as well? just in case?
Oh yeah, the other. I have 4 or 5 more on the other system. It is not here in the picture. It's under the other tank, the 600 gallon system. This is just a 200 gallon system.
Were some of those bottles doubled up? Were some of those bottles the same thing?
No, it's all different stuff. It's just I use the same bottle because I wanted the bottle so nice.
All Anand's fault. Why I was dosing all those solutions. Yes.
That's mental.
How many doses, Anand, are running at once, or do you have doses?
So
431.
So there are 4 dosing heads over there, right? 4 Red Sea dosers with 4 heads each for 16 heads altogether.
Yeah.
The first one is for the foundation Red Sea ABCD that I use for the trace to cover the baseline.
Yeah.
And whatever doesn't show up in the green on ICP, I add a dosing head, So whatever trace doesn't fully satisfy it's not fully satisfied by Red Sea ABCD, I just dose separately.
You supplement it with a separate trace element with a dosing head.
So all those other heads are, one is for dosing ammonia. I dose ammonia to give the nitrate reading, and one is for dosing phosphate, and the others are one for dosing bacteria, and then all the other heads are basically trace that is not met by ABCD. And
So
then
have you always
get away on holiday, Anna? Do you get time away at all?
He hasn't been on holiday for 32 years, Ron.
You know what? This actually gives you peace of mind to go on a holiday because everything is automated,
Oh, I'd be no.
I bet you're well good fun on holiday.
I have a buddy watching my tank as well, so it's so nice for him to stop by, and take.
Have you always dosed ammonia?
That's something new that Michael Paletta asked me to try out. So I've been working with him on that, and I have seen positive results. Like my 600 has a lot of bubble algae, and 200 there is hardly any bubble algae because I started it with ammonia dosing, not nitrate dose. I was dosing nitrate before in the 600, so moving to ammonia makes a difference. I feel like it's more natural. It doesn't feed off all the crazy algae.
So my question would be then, Anand, is seeing your setup there and the 16 dosing heads and thousands of bottles and things like that, right? So you are clearly growing absolutely stunning corals. You're getting a good growth rate and things like that. How does that then translate to your average hobbyist at home? And how do those corals then, do people keep in touch with you and you then find out how the corals are doing? I know I'm doing a lot of work at the moment, not to stress my corals, but I'm opening up the temperature ranges and having a much more of a swing to try and harden them off. I'm hardly dosing anything now to try and keep them as in line with what I think my customers will be doing at home.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about your laboratory situation then translating to your average hobbyist?
I don't need to go so specific into the traces if I was not growing tenuous, or some of the speciosas. Those are the things I am trying to keep alive with this kind of setup because nobody is really able to keep a speciosa alive for more than 1 year. They eventually die off. So this is basically like a setup that I want to see whether I can really keep a speciosa alive for more than a year.
Do you think that's down to the temperature, Anand?
Temperature is around 77 degrees.
But do you think with the speciosa that's why there's an issue with it? Because they are from deeper water, aren't they?
Yeah, but so far, I have brand new speciosa in my tank. It's amazing. Open polyps are open. It's doing amazing, nice colors, everything. So
for now,
for now, no. So to your question, I understand what you're saying. So what happened to the regular reefer, right? So who is not keeping it up to par with the natural seawater levels? Certain corals, the regular corals, that's not a tenuous, they do perfectly fine. Like in my other system, it's at seawater levels there where it should be, and so the corals are, absolutely at seawater level. So whoever is getting the coral needs to keep them at seawater levels, so then it should be fine.
So are you quite clear with your customers when they buy what you would class as a sensitive coral that, you need to do this, and this if you want it to continue looking like that.
Yeah, they talk to me. I mean, I'm chatting like people who buy corals from me, and then I help them get the colors, you know, and
Fucking
make them
customers.
look the way it is.
Jeez, they're so needy.
Yeah.
So you're a full-time coral farmer and a full-time advisor.
Yeah, no, part-time coral farmer. At night, I'm a coral farmer. On daytime, I'm in the IT industry. So.
Oh wow! So it's not even your full-time job.
So that must be why you're
That's
a whiz.
the
You're a
mate.
whiz. You're a whiz with the AquaWiz.
Oh, AquaWiz, yes. It's
He invented the AquaWiz. Did you not know that?
No. I didn't invent that. It is a great scientist in Taiwan. You know, it is the best thing ever happened actually with my 200 gallon.
Really?
It was just set and forget. So I set up the whole thing in AquaWiz. The calcium reactor was automated, and it has been keeping my KH steady for almost 6 to 8 months so far.
So how does sorry to put in here. So you've got
You're
the
asking a lot of
AquaWiz, which is the
questions.
alkalinity tester,
Yeah.
and then you've got, from what I've seen recently, there's an AquaWiz add-on, which is like you said for a calcium reactor.
Exactly.
So how does that operate then? How does that work? Is it to do with CO2 and I suppose regulate opening the valve and letting CO2 come in and out?
This is because, Anand, sorry, this is because Tom said he's going to set his calcium reactor up at home for about the last 9 years. So Tom needs to know the answer to this.
I'm going
I
back
know,
to calcium reactor.
And then Ron.
Setting up a calcium reactor is a pain in the ass. I mean, 100%.
I know, that's why I've not done it yet.
No, I know. But this thing makes it like a breeze. So
It's just lazy, Anand. That's what it is.
Yeah, the thing, like, so it controls the CO2 and the water flow into the calcium reactor. And it gets the data from the AquaWiz, the KH data to manage the CO2 and the water flow.
So I'll tell you what's going to happen here, Anand. You know the people that buy corals off you and then they constantly ask you questions about how to keep the corals looking like how you keep them. Tom's going to be that guy to you with this AquaWiz and this calcium reactor.
I want me to.
Abso-fucking-lutely. You're fucked, Anand. He ain't going to let you go, mate. You're fucked.
Tom doesn't want an AquaWiz. He says it just looks like a box of piss.
If you mention
they change the color now, it's not blue. It's blue. It's not yellow anymore. You know.
Oh, okay.
That's when you've drunk way too much.
That's a whole other hangover. Yeah.
Good
I
afternoon,
heard that from many
Lisa.
people actually.
Hey, Lisa. Hope you're
Yeah,
good.
Lisa.
I'm going to
Lisa.
throw some more comments.
If
in
anyone,
as well.
if anyone offered me an AquaWiz 10 years ago, I would be expecting sort of liquid speed. Do you know what I mean?
Me too. Yeah. A good time. That's what
Yeah,
you do.
party time. Yeah. Woo!
Liam's asking you, Anand, Gil's Aquarium, any antibiotic dosing over the years?
Not
in
at
the
all.
tank? Nothing.
Only once. No. Actually, I had to, because once I ran into this issue where my skimmer was pulling in a lot of DOC from outside. So I tried to improve my CO2, my oxygen levels by pulling in outside air. You know, the biggest mistake was you should always filter the air coming in from outside the house. And the pollen and stuff increased my DOC, and it was killing corals left and right. And then I had to run the bacteria.
I've got written down I wanted to speak to you about. Pollen and DOCs, because you were talking about your corals.
Yeah.
The skeleton was completely stripping with RTN, but the skeleton underneath was grey and not white. Is that right?
It was gray.
That's exactly
That's
what I had.
That's what I've got down. That's what I've had downstairs. When I told you about that weird thing, I said it was
DOCs.
It's just super weird. It just dies like that. You don't
it's
even
like it's getting burnt.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's
I remember I said to you, Rob,
kind of.
about 2 months ago.
Yeah. So at that point, I had to run erythromycin, like a bunch of antibiotics to stop the RTN, and then do a bunch of water changes and run. Then Andre told me to run the CAC carbon, the catalytic activated carbon. That's the best thing ever happened, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because you talk about catalytic, don't you? What's the difference? Well, in your
CAC
opinion?
doesn't strip the trace elements.
So it'll take out manganese, but nothing else.
Little bit of manganese, nothing else. it will take out all the DOC, the dissolved organic carbon. So with my ICPS, I can really see it coming down.
The joke of that is that manganese is hard enough to get to stay in your tank in the first place.
Yeah, you just keep dosing extra manganese, it's not going to hurt anything, basically. So I double my manganese dosage.
Is it crushed coconut shells or something from memory?
Yeah, the coconut carbon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Someone's been doing their research, Ronald. Have you noticed?
I am impressed.
Yeah.
But you rate it though. You notice the difference.
Oh, of course. So I was running the ROX carbon from BRS, bulk tree supply. That strips out everything. I mean, when I was running that, I frag a coral, the mother colony just dies because they don't. It is so clean.
Really?
They can't handle the carbon.
It's exactly what happened to me. I bought a big bulk, like 25-liter bag from a wholesaler of carbon because I was trying to save money. And I got HLLE in my tangs. It stripped all traces, and I was getting all sorts of RTN and things like that. And of course, you think of carbon as being this thing you add to your tank to help. And it was like the last thing on my list that I decided to take off. And as soon as I took it off, everything just bounced back.
Yeah, and then interesting thing with this carbon is when I'm running that, the torches are super happy. It's just fully extended out and puffy. So there is something it's doing. So our homes are like full of pathogens and pollution, So this kind of takes all that out from the water.
And these.
The hands, yeah. A lot of bacteria in the hands. So I use gloves whenever I put my hand in the
boobies.
Well, it's because Alyssa's name come up there, and I was just like, naturally went like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Back to your lighting for a second, Anand. Mo's asking you, what spectrum are you running with the Orfex and how long for, please? If you don't mind sharing that information.
Because Mo's about to put an order in.
Yes.
So the whites, I'm at 45 to 55% white channels, and 85 to 90% blue channels in my display. So the whites really make a difference. The white and the red, all those channels actually help with the
colors.
So
that's really interesting, because before we came on here, I'd got YouTube and I was watching, I don't know what we were on, but Piece of the Ocean came on, and I can't remember which video it was I was watching, but he was all about blue lights. My frags have grown so much better in blue lights. And you're going white lights. I'm a white light. I love white light, but
I'm not saying blue is not important.
Yeah,
you have the blues at 85-90%. You need that, but you also need the white light. The Orfec with their Helios setting. It's like all channels at same intensity. I'm trying to get to that point where everything is at the same intensity, and see whether it really makes a difference. So I'm testing that out in my 200 gallon, just to see.
So what's your peak photo period? How long is your peak photo period for then?
Peak lasts for 8 hours, but with the cloud cover. So that is so important. You don't burn the coral out. So at 800, 850, 900 par, you need the cloud cover to run continuously.
So do you measure it then quite often, your par then? I'm assuming then with a par meter.
Yeah, par meter. I have a spectrometer and par meter. So to make sure how I'm dialing in the various wavelengths.
Wow. Okay.
And then would you your Orfex? Listen, I'm not massively up on different lights, I'll be honest. But the Orfex, are they the strips? Are they the bars that go across your tank?
Yes, those are blue plus bars.
Would you ever have individual, say for example, XR30s, just for example, would you ever have 20 of them spaced out, or would you always have a blanket of light going across?
So the Atlantics, sorry, Anand, the Atlantics that he uses are what a radium would be, just a little bit longer. And he's got the OR3 bars or whatever as well.
Yeah, OR4 bars. So you're asking whether I would prefer to run the whole tank with just bars instead of having any fixtures?
Like a blanket effect.
The problem with the bars, it can burn out, if you run it at high intensity, I feel. So I try to keep the bars cooler because it's passively cooled, and try to hit most of the power with the fixtures. So just to improve the life, I can get out of the whole thing. So
Because you said in one of the sort of, I suppose, interviews or videos that you're a really big advocate on the lighting, because you think that's really important in terms of how the corals can, I suppose, utilize the nutrients in a system.
I absolutely believe, like, I mean, it's a
He's got that
if you
written
have
down.
all the if you if you find the water at seawater levels, and if two systems are different in coloration, it's a light, and the spectrum it's getting, all the wavelengths hitting the coral at the right levels, reflects and produces the right colors on the corals, I feel,
So if
and
you had to choose,
the corals tan.
if you had to choose light over flow,
Mhm.
which one's more important to you?
I think both are equally important.
No. We've got to go one or the other. Which one? Are you going
Oh,
light or flow?
Flow.
Anand, you can't do without either of them. It's a
Yeah,
crazy
exactly.
question.
I'm just testing.
But flow can be reduced if you. So I got this sea swirls in my 200-gallon. So the corals don't always need that big blast. Just intermittent blast is more than enough. It's just amazing how you don't need crazy flow. We just run a bunch of things on a sea swirls, and I know somebody in England came out with something similar to sea swirls. It is a good thing to put in the tanks.
You mean the oscillating power
The
heads?
oscillating one, the oscillating one. Yeah, the oscillating.
Yeah.
That
There you are, Mark.
definitely.
Big shout out, Ocean Sea Wave, UK
Yeah.
in the house.
Oh yeah. I saw some demo of that. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Mhm.
Rob's asking you, Anand, what the total trace count then? 18 or higher that you're dosing? What's on your sort of your weekly shopping list or testing list or ICP? What's your?
So I do monthly ICPs. So anything that comes in yellow or red,
Who
I
with?
correct on the red. I put it on the dosing head. So the dosing heads are based on how many things needs to be
Yeah.
corrected on top of red C A B C D. So my basic regimen is red C A B C D. That covers most of the trace, but anything that's low, like manganese, is a big problem. I have a big container of manganese. I make a lot of my own trace elements as well. And then, like, for example, fluoride, like, I cannot buy fluoride, and it's so expensive. So I just make my own fluoride, just to dose the system.
Good for you. Good for you.
It's very unusual because I can't remember the last reefer I know that uses the Red Sea foundation products like that.
No.
Anyone else?
I bought it years ago and then never
me
ever
too.
used it.
And and the test kit that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
With
do you have a sponsorship of Red
disc that
Sea?
you feed through.
No, it's just so Shane Baker from SBB Corals. I looked at his method, SBB method, and that's what he was doing to get those crazy colors on the tenuous. That's how I got hooked into Red Sea ABCD. Before that I was using Tropic Marine A and K, and then I switched to this one, and my corals look the same as Shane's corals. That's how I realized, like, this really works.
So you've seen an improvement from switching from Tropic Marine to Red Sea. You've seen an improvement.
See, I haven't tried the Tropic Marine long enough to say
Right.
it really works. So Red Sea ABCD I've been on for like 5-6 years now. So once I started using it, I was impressed in a week, week or two. Colors just came out of the coral. So ever since then, I have been completely on ABCD. But I am not paid by ABCD or Red Sea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a bit of a shout out.
Red Sea doesn't even know that I'm using it. So
you'll get an email or two before it shows out. Evening here, like Kumar. He bought a pink lemonade frag the other day. Hope it's doing well, mate. Lovely coral. Got this random person in here, Drippy. Might have heard of him before. This ACI Aquaculture. Don't know who he is.
Oh, Mr. Christopher McLean.
Here he is.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Let's have a look.
How are you, mate?
It's funny, we have a live stream with Chris now on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
What time are you doing it, Anand?
At 10 in the morning. It was 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
I struggle with the times.
Yeah, all right.
Now, Chris Meckley is someone that's definitely had AquaWiz a lot in his life, I would say.
No. Behave. Okay. Right. Let's talk Sump. Come on, talk to us. What the hell is going on here?
So right there, so on the left side, I got the AquaWiz and the CRA running on the calcium reactor with a second chamber.
So this is downstairs. Sorry for everybody watching. So your tank is upstairs. This is in the basement. Okay.
So I got my main display on second floor, 375 gallons. It has been growing for 5 years. It has become a jungle in there. So I need to work on that. So I never.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Ron. He needs some fingers and toes, I think.
So this one controls on the basement. This is in the basement. So I got a 150 gallon, 175 gallon grow out, and a 200 gallon grow out, and a 50 gallon grow out in the basement. That is also handled by this full fish room. And the left side, I got a 10-stage RODI that has regular carbon blocks, two RO membranes, and I got the DI resins. Like I have the cation and anion separated out, and then the mixed bed also. So it's purely fully clean, on the way out.
Wait, hold on. So is this another Trident and another box of piss on a shelf?
Yeah, that is that is the second. So there are two systems, right? So
there's one there. One there.
Oh, he drinks as much coffee as he can down there, and then just pisses in his stomach.
It's important. Piss is actually good.
Sorry to interject. But the one question I want to ask you when you sent me these pictures earlier, Anand, is why on earth are there some what look like dumbbells? Not that I would know what dumbbells look like.
Well, the first bit would.
That's funny. Yeah, I know what. Like a month ago, my calcium reactor started leaking. That's a Tunsi calcium reactor. The seal came off. So I didn't have time to open it up and seal it. So I put a bunch of dumbbells on it to stop it from me.
I like it.
I love it.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, it's funny. The other day, when someone was asking, why can't you just pee in the fish tank to get the urea and ammonia up? That is something that somebody needs to test out.
Oh, it works. Trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll rewind a little bit. Talk us through this setup. So, come on. So
hang on, we were talking about pissing in our tanks then. Hang on. We're getting to the serious stuff here.
This is 2 sumps then, clearly.
Yeah, 2 sumps. So the one on the left is for the new 200 gallon I set up, and the one on the right is my 6-year-old 600 gallon system.
Okay.
And I'm so glad I did 2 different systems so that I can actually. The 200 gallon is so easy to manage. The 600 gallon is a big ship that's so hard to steer, if it goes in some direction. So.
And which is the sump for your quarantine system, or is that just a?
That is not even here. That is a separate 40 gallon system. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and like on top, so those are all the dosing containers. I also dose some amino acids. That white bottle in the middle is the amino acid. So I'm doing the moonshiners amino acids this time. See how it works.
See your RO unit there, Anand, right? So you get to 5 stage and you go, I fancy 6. And then then you get to 7 and you go, Christmas is coming. I'll just go for 10. What? 10 stage.
You know what? It's basically to make it efficient. So if you separate out the anion and cation, my anion is hardly used. Only cation is being used. So if I'm using a mixed bed cartridge, I'm just wasting half of the raisins. So this way I run the thing longer.
I feel like you're probably going to go, got 10, fuck it, we'll go 12.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right, yeah. I mean,
why not?
It's just a fail-safe, to prevent any anything to go into the...
I'm going to set you a challenge. I want you at 20 by Christmas.
We should have played this as a game. How many? We should have just literally thrown the picture up and gone. Literally, you got 5 seconds. How many bottles?
The funny thing is, Rob's probably pissed by now, so there's probably only about 10.
You know what? Like I had one RO unit break. That's how I ended up with some extra stages. So I just made it bigger. So I just was just lying around. Somebody gave it to me, an extra RO unit. So I thought, I as well use it, and make it.
Fuck it, I'll put it on the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it in here. Fuck it.
So talk to us about the core equipment then. So you've clearly got some Royal exclusive skimmers there. I'm assuming there's no Red Dragon pumps. Just saying it now.
They're shit.
Tom, why would you bring up something so silly? That's just weird.
You've talked to us about your lighting, Anand. So talk to us about the rest of the equipment behind the
scenes.
So these are all the old Red Dragons. So before they cheaped out, the original stuff.
Tom, you made yourself sound like a right shit reefer there, mate. Do you know that?
So are you actually running a Red Dragon return pump?
Oh yeah, right. It has been
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
6 years.
Get rid of it. It'll blow your house up.
Oh. Are you really though?
Yeah, that is a Royal exclusive Red Dragon, 240 watts. Yeah.
And then all your credibility is just flown out the window, mate.
So I haven't heard of any issues with that. Really, like people are running into issues with the Red Dragons.
Yeah, but you probably know what you're doing with them. And then, to be honest, you look like an intelligent guy. You're not like.
Have you ever mistakenly put a lock on them, Anand?
Now, Alan did the same thing.
Oh, but no. I'm talking to Anand, Tom.
Yeah, we're talking to Anand. Sorry.
Okay.
You've had your bit.
No, this has the line bypass, the old version, and
not had no problems, Anand. That's strange, isn't
it? User error. I'm assuming.
And Anand clearly knows what he's doing. It's funny, these idiots. They're they get their hands on this high-end equipment, and it just blows up.
I just love that Tom walked into this.
Yeah, he's regretting it now. He's regretting it now. Don't worry.
I know the new Red Dragon pumps are not made the same way that they used to make it. So I know the new ones probably are running into issues, but these.
Oh, we've got the new ones as well.
Yeah.
So do you run one tank? Do you run one pump? Sorry, on each system. Any redundancy?
One Red Dragon runs a 600 gallon, and then I have another regular pump. I forgot the name, but it's running the 200 gallon.
Okay.
There you go. You're losing people, Tom. We're losing viewers, mate.
I said the word.
It's dropped from 62 to 56.
Because I said Red Dragon. Do apologise. So we can clearly see in the pictures Apex. Have you got a inline UV there as well? I can see UV.
That is not a UV. That's a heat exchanger.
Sorry, heater.
So I heat my system with water from the furnace. It runs through the heat exchanger and then heats my system. It's super efficient and cheap. And the same, I have a heat exchanger on the second system as well.
Did you give an answer earlier when I asked you who you do your ICPs with?
Oh, Oshiamo MS test from Oshiamo. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's so far spot on and consistent.
Here's a question for you. When you get your ICP results back, like any reefer can send an ICP off, and you get a long list of trace elements, and you get a long list of minors and all the rest of it, what ones do you not pay attention to?
It's got a bottle for everything.
You know what? I go through it one by one.
Things like, so you would even focus on things like lithium, lanthanum.
So sorry, lithium. Those things. No. Lithium, lanthanum. I look at it because I sometimes have to dose some lanthanum to get the
rubidium.
Rubidium. I don't see it making any difference, but it is so expensive. So sometimes I correct it to the seawater levels.
Right.
And
I mean, there's other ridiculous
silicates too. I kind of make sure it never goes up for me. So
you wouldn't necessarily go and buy a bottle of lithium to try and get it sort of marginally out of the red and into the green. You wouldn't go that mental on some of the ones that you don't necessarily think.
Lithium is naturally high, so I never really looked into. No, I never had to dose lithium. Because some of the salts in the US is loaded with lithium.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for Reef's asking if you do you ever have to add any copper?
The Red Sea ABCD provides copper, so it's already there in. So I need a reading. It makes a difference.
You need
It
to be
is.
so careful with it, though.
Oh,
Yes. But if you're dosing it individually, Ron, you can obviously dial it in. When you make the mistake, like me, of buying those bottles that have 10 traces in, and then you soon realise some of the quantities are a lot stronger than the others.
And that's why I've not
That is-
fucking touched it.
Yes. Well done, you.
yeah.
Well done, you.
Yeah.
You see, that's why.
Rob doses a lot of don't do shitty and it means a lot to his
Yeah.
tank apparently.
So,
Yep.
Ricky, have you had
Never seen that on an
issue?
ICP.
Ron?
Sorry.
Have you had a problem?
No, I did when I was new in. I jumped on the Coral Essentials. And it's nothing against Coral Essentials because I actually think they're a very good brand. But I done the classic one bottle will do all of that. Lovely. So I bought the Power Trace B, I think it was, and ended up with levels of copper at about 20. Copper, zinc, and nickel were just off the charts. And it took me ages, and I mean ages, to get that Cuprasorb. It laughed at Cuprasorb, them levels, water changes. So yeah, it was just a lesson learned, mate. You know, those any sort of concoction in a bottle, I would rather buy the individuals, which is what I did do.
That's
Better,
really good
better control, haven't
information.
you?
You know, makes sense. You know, even with Red Sea ABCD, if you overdose it, it's going to kill everything because the zinc and stuff just shoots up, and zinc is a big killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
But
That's why
I'm not slating Coral's Essentials because I do think it was clearly user error. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
So before we get on to the halfway point with Reefing News, Ronald, I just wanted to ask Anand one question. You mentioned before you run a heat recovery ventilator,
Yeah.
which
that is-
helps with your pH. Do you mind explaining that? Because I've
Why
never
not?
heard of such a thing.
Yeah, with the winter months, you know, all the windows are closed and stuff. The carbon dioxide levels in the house go up, and I was struggling to keep my pH above 8.15, even with Kalkwasser. Then I decided to invest in this device that brings in fresh air from outside and then take out air from the basement. So ever since then, like my pH never drops below 8.3.
Nice.
It was a huge difference. It's just amazing.
Is that the big white box in your sump?
That is in the furnace room. So the HVAC guy installed the whole thing. He had to drill 2 holes in the wall to bring in the air and stuff. So it was a major project to bring.
I mean, with a system like that, I'm surprised you just don't hire a helicopter just to hover above the house with all the windows open and ventilate it that way. Why not?
The problem, windows open, you're getting all the other pollution into the
I was going
house.
to say, any pollen filter in that, Anand?
Yeah, there is the HVAC. The heat recovery ventilator has an HEPA filter inside.
Right.
We have
okay.
we've got 2 members on the Reef AF Discord channel that are both from Chicago, and one of them was talking the other day there about smoke from fires. I don't know if it's coming down from Canada or where.
Oh
it's
yes, it was.
It's been a
Canada.
major problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, I could feel problem in my lungs. You know, just breathing that air. It was bad. That bad.
Yeah. You haven't been around Tom when he farts, mate.
Now, or when I leave a pizza in the oven on a Friday night.
Blimey.
Moving on.
Especially with stuff like that, you need the carbon running 24/7.
Yeah.
I've been running carbon 24/7 since the beginning of spring.
Tom's more sulfur.
Sulfur.
You're talking about the catalytic activated carbon.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's you, Ron.
definitely- yeah.
So I'm just going to apologise now, Anand, for what is about to happen. I'm so sorry.
This is the point you might leave.
Motherfucking Reefing News with Ronald McDonald. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit with Ronald McDonald. Strap up, it's time for Reefing News. Watch your ego, it might get a bruise. Get ready for Reefing News. Tuck your bollocks into your shoes. It's Reefing News, but mostly bullshit
This wig is starting to shed. I'm not going to lie. It's
Have we all tucked our bollocks into our shoes, ready for this? Or
well, I was going to, but I've just got shorts on, so they're just hanging free. I cut a hole in the seat, and they're just sort of. I must remember though, before I go to stand up, I will need to pull
Tuck
them up a bit, or I'm gonna.
surgery can fix that, I've heard.
Just gonna pull them clean off. Anyway, welcome to Reefing News, everybody. We've got a couple of little bits of news. I promise I won't take up too much of your time. The first bit is that the first spawning lab has dropped its first 10,000 young corals in the Maldives. So a mobile spawning system has been trialled with scintillating success at 10,000 juvenile corals grown by local operators. Now, the most interesting part of this is not one single professional in terms of marine biology is involved in this. It's just local people that have been given the grant. Don't get me wrong, the grant was $1.5 million. But then they were trained on how to do it, and now they're just doing it on their own. So local marine scientists anywhere in the world can now get a grant from their government to do this and grow corals for reef restoration. Maybe, just maybe, those locals really want it to work. Yes. Putting proper effort in.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Maybe those locals have got a 12-foot by 4-foot tank at home. Just saying.
But
maybe those locals are not relying on the grants to pay for their cushy little trip.
Yes.
They're probably just pumping in water from the ocean into the house, and then running the house. Yeah,
that's it.
But do you see how simple these little things are? And I mean, they're not even having to employ divers to seed these. They're just plopping them in.
Well, we're all counting on it to work.
It's very good. Anyway,
sounds like Drippy when he puts his new frags in his tank.
Thank you. Well, the ones from you.
News is they have just announced that the night of spawning in Maui is going to be the 26th of July. Wow. And you can go along, you can actually watch the spawn take place, and then there's a whole load of...
Is this just coral, Ron?
I mean, if you want to go and have a wank in the corner, Tom...
Spawn hub.
Spawn.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there were good corals in Hawaii, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very the event is going to include a coral feeding station, live music, and apparently now a wanking corner. I know where I'll be spending most of my time.
Yeah, in the corner.
Yes. Here we go. So I've mentioned this before on previous Reefing News, but they've now actually found that Montipora capitata, which is the rice coral, through multiple generations of spawning, settling, and growing, are very tolerant of the great big heat waves we're getting. So they might start to, especially in the Florida Keys and things like that, they're going to start using the rice coral as a replacement. So, and the last little headline I knew, and this is especially for you, Anand, because I thought you would actually appreciate this one.
Here we go.
So, the dirty bastard shagging our Katie's space hopper. There are many back garden scenes the average householder peering out of their kitchen window.
Is that face supposed to turn him on? Is the face drawn on it supposed to be turning him on, or?
Rich rain falling on a freshly pegged washing, a dog emptying its bills into a paddling pool, or a sparrowhawk feasting on a much-loved pet rodent. But what did Graham Hines see? Sickened him to his kidneys. A neighbour having sexual relations with his daughter's space hopper. Graham said last night it was about 9 on a Sunday morning, and to be honest, I'd had a few shandies the night before, so it took a couple of seconds for my brain to compute what was going on. Brendan from next door was kneeling on the grass in front of our Katie's space hopper. I realised he was naked from the waist down, and he was trying to fuck it. He was trying to fuck our Katie Spacehopper, the dirty bastard. The perverted interloper paid no heed to Graham's furious banging on the windows, to the outraged 43-year-old raced his back door to scare him off. Anyway.
Now, once again, I don't know if I believe that because that bloke did look perfectly normal.
Yes, especially the massive bifocals in these glasses. I've never known a pervert to wear glasses.
Well, I told you that time when my mate got caught banging a boglin, we used to call him the boglin basher.
Yeah,
moving on. I have thought about that on multiple occasions. Since you told me that.
Really? I don't want to know when you thought about that. But
And then, do you remember them? Do you remember them boglins, them little aliens that you used to put your hand in and wiggle the eyes? Do you remember them? And then, no, you used to have them.
Is the SpongeBob?
No. These are a lot more creepy.
Nowhere near as sexy as SpongeBob.
That guy reminds me of Captain Pugwash.
Yes.
Oh yeah, similar
anyway,
kind of.
That was Reefing news.
Reefing news! Reefing now! Motherfucking Reefing news with Ronald McDonald. It's Reefing news, but mostly bullshit with Ronald McDonald. Strap up, it's time for Reefing news. Watch your ego, it might get a bruise. Get ready for Reefing news. Tuck your bullets into your shoes. It's Reefing news, but mostly bullshit. Just some nonsense from a fucking twig. Reefing news with Ronald motherfucking McDonald.
Well, thanks for that, Ron.
That was fun.
Good effort.
Thanks, Ronald. Very informative.
It took me a while to find some of these headlines, especially the final headlines.
Anand approves, clearly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's going out to buy
It's space opera. And I'm going to be really boring and I have to take it back to Reefing for a second, unfortunately. We've talked about corals and we're going to look at some of the corals in a minute in a closer sort of inspection. But fish-wise and cleanup crew, what do you run on the systems? Because obviously it's collectors corals, but there's no mention of fish and sort of, not necessarily QT, but like I say, cleanup crew or what's your favourites? What have you got in the tanks?
If you have a really big tank, my favorite fish is the Flamingi tank. It eats almost everything, bubble algae, all kinds of stuff. The next one down the line is yellow tanks.
Yellow tanks, yeah.
I have a yellow tank I bought in 2008, still with me, like from Hawaii.
That's lovely.
Yeah, those clean up so nice. I got 3 of them in the display, and I got 2 in the other downstairs tank. And
what was the first tang you mentioned? Sorry.
Flamingi tank.
Flamingi. I don't know what one of them is.
It gets massive.
Huge.
Yeah. So it's funny, like so.
Get it up top.
They jumped off.
Absolutely beautiful big eye.
Flamingi or Flamingi.
Flamingi. Yeah. And they're like a dog. It's like a dog. It comes to you and you want to be petted and all kinds of. So it's pretty amazing fish.
I had one for a year and then it outgrew my 7-foot tank. I had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I have seen these. Oh, right.
Yeah. And so adorable fish, that one. And then the Red Sea sailfin tank is next down the line. Like they clean up bubble algae as well. A fox face in every tank.
Now, interesting. Have you found your fox face nipping at any of your coral?
At Zoa. So back in the day, I had one nip on my Zoa. I had to take him out, but it doesn't nip on any SPS or
Fiji one, or your normal sort of yellow.
Fiji one.
The Fiji one, yeah.
Fiji one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to remove him. He's annoying me already. Sorry, Anand. I have to apologise for Drippy after a while. Yeah, Ron's got as well. It's just me. It's just me and you, mate, for a minute.
Okay.
Emma's asking what people are asking here. Let's have a look here. So how often do you feed the tank, incidentally?
So I have the auto feeder feeding in the morning. So I have a second one is frozen food. I feed myself in the evening. So twice a day at least.
Frozen?
Frozen, mostly frozen. Yeah. I have frozen food, frozen fish feeder as well. So that feeds once a day as well.
You'll have to excuse these two. You know the two kids at school that sit at the back of the class? They just really cause problems.
No worries, it's Friday.
That's these two. I'll have to apologise.
It's Friday, right? Yeah.
Isn't life wonderful?
So what about cleanup crew then? Urchins, snails?
A lot of snails. There are a bunch of snails that just grows in my system, and then a lot of brittle stars just grow out of nowhere. It's all over the place, cleaning up and exploding. So
Do you
the
have a
cleanup crew.
favorite snail?
Pardon?
Do you have a favorite snail?
The one of the turbo snails that can automatically flip over when it falls.
Crocus.
Yeah, the crocus. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
my favorite, man. It's
Brilliant.
so awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
those just lie and die. But
Yeah,
this
you
one-
just see them on the bottom of the tank. Go,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
pretty
how
cool,
long?
like a ninja.
Can I just ask though? How long do you give it until you decide to intervene? Because I've got them in here, and they do exactly that, and sometimes they just struggle to a bit.
I intervene. I can't sit and bent over like that. I have to intervene.
Yeah, me too. I just go right away, flip them over. Yeah.
I made a mistake of adding dove snails to my tank, and they have multiplied quicker than a calculator.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I have some keyhole limpets that just grows in my tank as well, and some chitons. They all came out of some live rock and just multiplies in the tank.
Have you had any problem with asterinas?
Astrea snails.
Asterina starfish, you know, the little white starfish.
The white,
Asternia,
no,
Asternia.
it is. Oh yeah, those are there like in my system, but no issues so far. It doesn't
I've
do
got
anything.
shitloads of them at the moment.
there's a specific difference between the pure white ones and the ones with the color on them, though, isn't it? So the pure white ones
Yeah.
are absolutely fine, but the ones that have a slight color on them can cause trouble from
They
what
are.
I'm told.
I think so.
When you say slight colour, are you talking about what? Slightly yellowy or what?
No, so they've actually got like almost like markings on them, as opposed to just like a kind of beige color. There's definitely a specific one I remember reading about that can not eat your corals, but certainly stress them. But the white ones are amazing cleanup crew. I think
Yes.
I think Than at Tidal Gardens actually did a video on how important they are for his cleanup crew at
I
Tidal
just
Gardens.
leave them. I just
Yeah, he
think
does. He
it's
talks
right.
about them saying, yeah, he does. Fan says, don't take them out because a lot of people were like Harlequin shrimps, get them
Yeah.
out,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all that sort of stuff. And at the end of the day, I've personally never witnessed it do any
Me
detriment
too.
to my tank.
See, watching them on the glass, literally tearing themselves apart, and 2 fingers go up there and 3
Yeah.
fingers
Oh
go up there.
wow,
It's amazing.
that's
You must stare at
amazing.
your tank for a long time, Ronald.
I know.
Where are them 2 fingers going? Where was that?
That's how he communicates to Bernadette. Bring me
That's it,
another
yeah.
mac and cheese burger.
Yes.
But do you guys get all those brittle stars in your tank? I know the white stars are there, but I have like hundreds and thousands of these tiny brittle stars, you know. all
I
over
can't
the
keep
place.
them. They creep me
I
out.
haven't seen them for years. My first tank, which
Yeah.
I had real genuine Bucani live rock, I had loads of brittle stars. But since then, I've only started tanks with artificial rock, so I don't have them anymore.
What were them
It's a
brittle
low-key
stars?
crew as well.
What were them brittle stars that Matt the Pratt had, Tom?
Oh, you're on about?
Oh, they were awful, wretched things, mate.
Still got them, mate. I've got to deal with those this weekend, as in
No.
tomorrow.
Oh, mate.
The
Make
ones
you
that eat
live
the ones
them.
that eat fish, the black ones, the dark ones, dark
They're
green ones.
massive. They're massive, mate.
The ones that arch up, wait for a fish to swim underneath it, and then
Oh.
pound
Oh.
over the top.
The ones that look like venom.
Yeah, they are. Oh.
Yeah, I've got one. Well, I'm going to have one tomorrow. If anybody's got a predator tank watching, and this is genuinely seriousness,
Yeah.
they are
Tom's
free
for
to.
sale.
They are free to a good. Yeah, Tom's for sale. They are free to a good home. But I have genuinely got 2. Well, I will have tomorrow to deal with 2 that I am not exaggerating.
Where are you going to put them?
They're going to be honest. They're going to be in a separate tank. They have to be because they can't go anywhere near fish. Obviously, they're massive. But yeah, it was. If you remember, I came to AAC and I was talking to Dylan in the donut, and I was like, "These Bill Stars," and I was like, something in the back of my head was telling me that they were bad news. I don't know why. You know, from watching something. Or
Were they
reading
hanging
a book.
around like street corners, like vaping and like shouting
No.
at people?
Yeah, like tattoos, and they were drinking out of a brown paper bag, and
Oh.
you know, Adidas popper, you know,
Dead
Jackie Bond on.
popper
Yeah.
trackies on.
Like,
Scum.
no,
Yeah. Staffy on the lead.
yeah, they got. They were drinking bottles of hooch. It was just a mess.
Two dogs.
Is that like moonshiners?
Yeah, moonshiners. Yeah, something like that. But no, I'm gonna have to deal. I'm gonna have to deal with those. But yeah, they are nasty. But
Where are you putting them?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah,
you've got fish everywhere.
yeah, I know. I don't. Listen,
Could
the
you
garage is.
cut one leg off at a time and put them up your butt?
Absolutely.
I could actually. Yeah, we could give them away as a prize on next week's
Ooh.
game, like live.
Yes. Tune in, everybody.
Yeah.
For that.
StreamYard wouldn't be able to handle it, mate. It would go into meltdown. The amount of people queuing up for them.
But one of them, Drippy will vouch for me, and you must have seen it a year ago, didn't you? And it was how big was it?
Well, it was like my hand size, I would have said.
It was way bigger than that. Way bigger.
Well,
than
I've
that.
got-
I'll do a video for next Friday, but
So,
they are
yeah.
scary. Anyway,
I have a brittle star that I got in 2008 still in my system. When it comes out, it's scary. It's almost 24 inches across.
Is it in your
Yeah.
sump or in your tank?
two
In
foot.
my
I can
display.
believe it. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 foot. There's
What?
honestly, there's one at Mart's that I've got to
Yeah.
deal with tomorrow. That I swear down, I'm gonna have to put a saddle on it to get it home. It's massive.
Well, that'd be the first thing you've ridden in a while, boy.
Yeah, I know.
And they live forever. They don't die.
Yeah.
Oh, they will after this weekend, trust me. Accidentally.
Oh dear, what's Intrinsic Rig saying? I had a client add a harlequin shrimp to a stale tank to eliminate asterinas and immediately started getting a hair algae after they were eaten.
Interesting.
There you
Interesting
go.
point.
There you
Intrinsic
go.
Reef,
Oh,
good
yeah.
comment. Thank you very much for that.
I honestly, if you're keeping an ecosystem, now I know when you've got, I mean, I must have at the moment, if I could show you a video live feed of my tank, there must be probably 50 on the sides of my glass and on the front. I don't mind it. It's just life, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm not desperate to scrape them all off because they you know, I haven't got a clear view into my tank. If something is doing a job, it's
Do you
like I
find they're
don't scrape
more
sponges out the sump for the same
active
reason.
at night though, or do you find them all over the glass during the day?
No, you're right. At
Mainly
night time,
night,
if I come down in the morning when the tank lights are still off, there's a lot.
A lot of
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Tank in the shop's covered in them when we come in
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I
the
don't
lights
mind it,
come on,
mate.
they'll disappear.
I honestly don't
They'll
mind it.
hide. Mm-hmm. And
Because
another
you
thing,
wouldn't-
like cleaning the glass every day, the corals love it. The filaments come out. You know, there's bacteria growing on the glass, and you're feeding the tank with the bacteria.
Mm.
And I see feeder tentacles come out on so many of my acros when I just clean the glass. So it's a good way to feed the tank. You know, just cleaning the glass.
So would you say then it might be slightly more beneficial for your coral if you left scraping your glass to once every 3 or 4 days rather than once a day or once every other day?
I think once every other day is more than enough. Yeah.
There you go.
I know what Rob would say right now. He would say that my tanks starve snails. They're all just desperately looking for algae.
Yeah, the snails will go on the live rock, right? So
Yes, they do.
Thanks, Mark.
Correct.
That's very nice. That's a very nice offer from you. For next week.
Whoa,
Thank you very
Marky
much.
Mark.
Thank you very much.
He's a good guy.
He is.
He is. Thank you very much. I will chat to you before next Friday, but thank you very much for the offer. Really do appreciate it. If anybody else has got any questions for Anand, please do throw them in the chat. Anand, you sent me.
Gaz needs like putting a naughty step or something for that whoring he's doing in the comments.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh,
Just ignore Gaz. He's had too many whiskies, clearly. So, Anand, talk to us about some of your coral porn then. So, what have we got here then? What's
Whoa.
this?
This one is a Reefraft Asia Ultimate Orange Passion.
Okay. So
And
do
it-
you buy these frags in? So you said earlier from you buy these corals in as frags then, and you grow
This
them
came
out.
in
Is
as
that
a
the
1 inch
plan?
frag. Yeah, everything that I gotten so far grew from a half to 1 inch frag.
So are you buying 1/2 inch frags from a wholesaler, or are these coming from hobbyists?
Hobbyist. These
Interesting.
are like
Wow.
so many generations in the aquarium, some. And I see the difference. You buy some wild cut frags, they just probably die. But these are well adapted to the aquarium and they grow.
That was going to be one of my questions to you in a bit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's a TCK piece. It's
That's really lovely, that.
yeah, orange Malaysian piece. Yeah.
I have things moving in my shorts and that I can't explain.
I'll be round in 10.
This is the last samurai. It came from Racing Reef. It was a 1 inch frag. It started taking off recently.
And have you got any? Sorry to cut you off there, mate.
All right.
Have you got any microlados? Because that, although we have so many beautiful tenuis and millies and everything, I do have a real passion for microlados. Do you have any wild pieces in your systems?
I'm not very sure with the scientific name. Like, it's
No, like the strawberry shortcakes.
strawberry shortcake. Kind of.
Australia.
Yeah, I know what. I recently got a strawberry shortcake back because I got killed by another coral growing on top of it. So I'm actually getting some Australian pieces back to grow it out.
Lovely.
Did you call Microcladus Microlados there or something? Drippy.
Microlados is
It's the way his brain
Okay, can
works,
it?
Ronald, on a Friday
Oh,
night.
okay, cool.
And some enchiladas,
Enchiladas?
Yeah, I'm trying some enchiladas. Enchilada, yeah. This one is a piece from Battle Corals. It came in as a 1 inch frag, and it's taking off recently. It's a
Collegiate Swimmers, one of those pictures said it had top shelf in the corner of that image. I think he's winding you up.
Battle Corals is where Putang goes to, Tom, innit? I think they said.
Yes.
Bhutan.
Yeah.
He's 1 hour away from me. He's close
Terrible.
to me.
Yeah.
They're nice couple there.
He's amazing. Yeah.
And which corals in your collection have you named then? Which are the standout corals that you've named that you've had some family involvement, or maybe had some friends give you a little bit of?
I actually do have we are going to name one of the corals. It's an efflorescence that
Beautiful.
yeah.
Nice.
My close buddy, here in the hobby for 20 years, he is. He had stage 4 cancer, and then almost last few weeks of his life. So we are going to name that after him. It's going to in the next couple of weeks. But I really haven't named much of the corals.
Tom,
corals, yeah.
Rob's named one after you there, Microlados. Look. You see?
This one is from Kenny.
That's beautiful. Kenny from Porter.
Yeah, Porter. Porter flamethrower.
I thought it was very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
It sometimes get the real orange inside. I don't know when, but
Jesus fucking Christ.
oh, this one is a Malaysian piece from Shane Baker, SBB.
Yes, baby. Is that what it's called? Yes, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, baby.
You're back on that Spawn Hub, you are.
Yeah.
Did that cost you $5? Yes, baby.
That one was literally a 1/2 inch frag when I got it.
What's the most you've paid for some of these 1/2 inch frags?
This one was $600 when I got it.
Well spent.
What?
Yeah, this one. It was back in 2001 or 2021 when pandemic hit. Everybody was going crazy. So, yeah. This one is a Malaysian piece that I picked up from one of the frag shows.
It's a bit of a theme here with where your corals are from, Anand.
Pardon?
A lot of Malaysian pieces.
Yeah, recently a lot of Malaysian pieces started coming in, and I've been collecting them. So,
Oof.
This one is 818. It's called 818 Tangerine Sky. It's a fast-growing piece. It's nice, beautiful, yeah, colorful.
Would you let us name one of your corals, Anand?
Not yet. This one is a TCK Texas pink stag. It's the hairiest stag you can ever find.
Nice.
Yeah, so that, when we was at ACI, Meckley said to me he's got a hairy stag, and I was like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about, a hairy stag? Never ever. Yeah, over here we don't tend to get them.
That's beautiful. That.
This one is 2GC pearly gates. TGC. Two guys corals.
Wow.
This one is a Bugatti. Yeah.
Bugatti. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah. I had a colony. I'm growing it again. Somebody bought my colony, so
that is very nice.
Yeah.
It's so unusual. It's almost like you've inverted the colors with some sort of software, isn't it?
He has. Shush! Don't say anything.
My buddy had the exact same thing, but with red polyps, and he lost it. It would have been pretty cool if it's still there. That is the Hunks Rainbow. That one is a TCK Kaleidoscope.
What are your best sellers, Anand?
It is the Rainbow Splice.
Right.
And
Ooh.
that one is it's Orange Crush from Reefraft USA.
Look at that one.
This one is Acrolandia from TGC.
God.
Yeah.
That is filthy, Anand. Filthy.
See, I like these.
This one is BC Christmas and
Is
SBB.
that a Florida or a Florida by any chance?
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Very similar to that green one that's growing on its side in here. Believe it or not.
Really nice tabling. Yeah. This one is a spawn from my system. It grew out of a tiny dot.
Wow.
So that, in effect, that grew out of spunk. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. This one is I forgot the name, but
very nice.
Prom Queen, yeah.
Do you want me to rename it for you?
I mean, we can do it right now.
I'm just going to call it.
Do you think Anand eats his own teeth?
I think he looks like a guy who would eat his own teeth. Yes.
Go on, Drip.
Anand, we have a little game for you, my little pedigree chum. So you're going to see some questions come up, and you must start your answer. I would rather eat my own teeth. Yes, I would rather eat my own teeth than. Unfortunately, they are reefing related, so nothing kinky, please. And if you can be honest, that would be great.
Okay. All right. So if you don't
even though you're sponsored by Red Sea, which we've all gathered from tonight's stream, okay, if you could be as honest as you can, thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. First question is.
Okay, Thomas, hit him.
I would rather eat my own teeth than use.
Red Sea.
You know what? Tropic marine salt from Turkey.
Yes, I was listening to you on Adam on the Frag Garage talking a wee bit about that. So you got affected by that then?
I lost so much. I lost like 80 tenures to it.
80 tenures?
Yeah.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And what do you attribute that to then? Did you get to the bottom of what was actually happening? Because all we get told was, there was a little bit of clay in the bucket.
That's what they told me as well. So me and Shane and Ryan Cunningham here, we all had the same problem at the same time. That's how we figured out that was a common factor, the salt.
And the
then
problem started as what?
Pardon?
And the problem started as what? Corals started stripping, receding.
Just stripping. So one side of my home wrecker fully prolapsed out, the other started stripping out completely. It was just craziest thing I ever seen. Coral is
Wow.
fully out, but it's stripping.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you do an immediate ICP on your water?
We did. We all did ICPs. We couldn't see anything in the ICP. That's the craziest thing.
Wow.
Yeah. It was all some organic stuff.
So did you then do an aquabiomics or no?
No, that was not there back then. It was like
Oh,
2
right.
years ago. Yeah. So this was we switched the salt to something else, and things bounced back. That's the only thing we all could do.
Wow.
And
So it just was full of contaminants, pollutants.
some kind of pollutant was killing everything. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And
10 years. 80.
Yeah.
80.
So
Yeah.
when you mentioned about this salt, did you then have a lot of people contact you and say, I've had the same problem and I'm using the same salt?
Exactly. We had it on Reef to Reef. We had a big thread going on. Me, Shane, Ryan, and more people are having the same problem. That's why how we kind of figured out that was a issue.
Wow. What did Tropic Marin say? Nothing?
They said there was some kind of clay or something in the salt,
So you-
and they shut down the turkey production plant.
So you just got a nice, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then I got
But all the workers had really shiny teeth.
Yeah.
Moving on. Sorry. Next one for you.
Then buy.
So you have to read it all out, Anand.
Then I would rather eat my own teeth than buy an Imperator Angel.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Is this because you've had one before and it died young? Or?
I have one before that was eating my acros like a snack.
Beautiful fish, though.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really beautiful fish.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
what a beauty.
I really wish I could keep one of them, but yeah.
Do you want to say how much you bought it for?
That
$5
was,
grand?
That was like 10, 15 years ago. It was maybe $100.
$100.
Yeah. Back then.
Wow. You know what they cost now?
No, I've never even looked into it, but
Slightly more.
Right, next
yeah.
one for you, Anand.
yeah, I would rather eat my own teeth than sell.
So this is something you may have got in your possession.
Sell my Rainbow Splice colony.
Oh.
That Rainbow Splice colony, somebody offered me insane
Come on.
dollars, but I didn't sell it.
What did they get? What was the offer? Can you give us a
Somebody
range?
offered me $15,000 for it.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
You don't need
Is
the
this-
money.
is
It's
this-
loaded.
Is this on your website by any chance?
It is in the video, the Rainbow Splice with the red and yellow. Yeah.
And they offered you 15 large for the colony.
Is that the one you said was grafted, Anand?
The grafted, yeah. The grafted.
I remember.
colony.
Yeah.
Did the person who offered you the money, did his name begin with A?
E? No. I actually don't know. The intermediate guy talked to me, so I don't even know the name of the real guy.
Is it on any of the? Where is it, Anand, on your
No,
website?
he's. Search for Rainbow Splice.
Search for Rainbow Splice, Tom.
Let me just realise what you're getting at, Drippy. You mean Angry Sandelman?
I mean the gentleman in glasses from New York, yes.
No, not him.
Not that one. That one.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Yes, Tom, that one, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody offered you $15,000
Large.
for that colony.
And he told him to suck dick. No, you are not having that for 15,000. What
No.
would you have sold it for?
Anand accepted the blowjob, but then still said,
Yeah, I'll have the blowy, but the 15 grand, get fucked.
Yeah.
jog on.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm just keeping it to myself,
Good for you. Good for
Yeah,
you,
well
mate.
done.
Good for you.
How difficult would it be to get hold of one again if you did flog it for 15 grand?
It took me 4 years to grow that.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
And you know when you got it, then I'm assuming obviously it was a frag
It
or
was,
shaving or whatever you want to
Half-inch
call
frag,
it.
mate.
It was a 3/4 inch frag. I paid $850 for.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
So the time and effort and love and care you've put into that, turn that amount of money down. I respect that, mate. Fair play to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one for you is there you go. A controversial one. A little
I would
bit.
rather eat my own teeth than take advice from.
Drip
You
it.
can say Tom. It's fine.
Oh, they take advice from.
Ronald
We're not-
I
McDonald.
would think Tropic Marine.
Anyone in particular who works for him, or
Oh, dear.
I don't know. I don't want to make
Yeah.
any names, but yeah.
unfortunately, Adnan, for you to come back on again to the Reefers Network, we are going to need a name.
Your t-shirt's in the post. It's just not been posted yet.
Just to be clear, Anand, when you said you would not buy, you said Tropic Marin Pro Reef Salt from Turkey. Just to be clear, you meant
Yes,
the
from
salt.
Turkey. The
Yeah.
Turkey salt. Yeah. But then we have been told many times that there's nothing wrong with the salt. So I was going 4 or 5 months without understanding what is wrong. That was my problem.
Okay,
I had
so
no idea what is going on. They were
question
denying
for
there was a
someone-
problem for the longest time.
do they make it in America and in Turkey, or is it all made in Turkey?
Oh, made in Germany. The original
Germany
regular
and
one in
Turkey.
Germany, and then they started making in Turkey.
Yeah, the whole thing exploded about Turkey Gate, right? And then I opened my next bucket right in the middle of COVID, which was made in Germany. The batch number was German.
Yeah.
I opened the bucket, opened the bag, and there is a metal washer.
Oh no way!
Fuck's sake.
Really?
Wow.
So I threw it in the bin, and then I filled my great big tank with water, poured the salt in, came in the next morning after it had mixed, opened the lid and had a look in, and there was all these bits of plastic floating inside my salt water tank. And after hearing everything about Turkey, I went, I can't use this. So I drained it and changed to Red Sea.
Did you email them? Did you take videos of it and email them?
We did email them.
I did.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
did.
a video call with Lou Eckes himself.
And he said what?
Damn.
Oh, sorry about that.
He said nothing about what I found in the bucket. He was just there to reassure me that there has been some sort of
Okay.
problem over in Turkey. I then said, my bucket's not from Turkey, it's from Germany. We had a chat. His wife came in, told him he had to wrap it up, and that was it.
You know what? Since you brought up Lou's name, that is the one guy I won't take advice from.
I was going to say him. I was going to put you on the spot and say Lou Eckes.
All right.
He
Moving
was
on then.
super polite and nice.
Tom
He
Tom
was.
wants to move on quick. That means Tom's asked Lou Eckes on the Reefers Network.
He's a lovely guy.
Next
Yeah.
question.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
question.
I would rather eat my own teeth than admit to the other half I paid.
Oh, he's a liar. Get him. We've got a liar.
No.
I think Anand pays for his hookers though, so I think we're all right. It's not.
I pay $1,000 for a coral, Yeah.
Big screen.
Yeah.
Here you go. You're on the spot. Just so your wife can hear more clearly and look at your face when you're lying to her.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
it,
yeah.
What was the
The
answer?
torches, that the torch. So one of the torch I probably paid. The most expensive coral I bought was $2,600, and yeah.
Blimey.
But then when I sold my first head of it, I bought my wife an iPhone, so she was happy.
She was very happy. Of course she was. And you then turned to her and said, "Shut up, because Coral pays."
It's
Yeah,
an
and
investment,
take some
right?
photos of the coral with the iPhone I've just bought you. All right, last one then for you. There you go.
Yeah, I would rather eat my own teeth than reef without
Dumbbells?
moonshine. Yeah, dumbbells. Without moonshiners and ICP, actually.
You're that big of an advocate of it then? You really do believe in it?
I do totally believe in moonshiners and what Andre is doing. He has helped me so much with my dog problem. And when I had the pollen issue, he saved my tank system from crashing. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
So, in terms of tips for people that are watching at home, in terms of getting into SPS, or people who've got SPS that maybe want to, I don't know, venture into try a little, probably, let's just say sticks that are a little bit more expensive, because some sticks vary from beginner levels to expert levels. What sort of things do you think people should be looking for or doing? What sort of, I suppose, what's your best advice to people getting into the SPS Acropora? Like, you've obviously got amazing stock at home. What would you recommend people do?
I would recommend them start with staghorns. That's the easiest thing you can ever keep.
Okay.
They grow so fast and fill up the tank, and they don't grow everywhere, and infest the whole system. So you can just take it out if you don't like it. Other than, I mean, or if you get some Montipora, so my system, the worst thing I ever did was put some sunset Montipora in my display. Now it's all over on all the rocks. So never get any Montiporas that grow on the rock, because eventually it's
Like a
going to take over.
Paloensis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it will
push
just
them
grow
on.
and kill SPS. So yeah, just get some of the SPS that grows taller.
Okay. And in terms of husbandry, then, so water changes. You do water changes?
Water changes I do every week. I do 10%. I know people are trying to get away from water changes, but there is no way you can do that to keep
What
the
sort
soil.
are you using now?
I use the Aquaforest reef salt. Every batch comes with ICP readings, so I love it.
Do you have? I know obviously you've got torches. You got any other LPS corals that you have in your systems?
In my display, I have a few brain LPS, like brain type of corals. That is, one of my first corals I ever got, so I just still keep it. And a lot of chalices in my display, that the chalice and torches basically,
I
and
suppose
some zoals.
it helps your LPS corals if you're keeping your SPS dominated system at 0.1 phosphate, really, don't it?
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
nutrient level there.
definitely. Yeah.
There was a question earlier in the comments, I think, from somebody, Anand, about feeding the corals. Then, so do you feed the corals anything?
I
Piss.
do. So there is there is this complete Rod's reef food, the frozen food that comes with everything in it. Calanus, and I have frozen calanus, and that I pour a cube of it into the tank every day.
Okay.
That is loaded with amino acids and all that stuff. So
No
mostly
Benipets, no
frozen.
Reefroids, no powdered food.
Benipets I try occasionally, but some of my torches don't like Benipets. So I'm trying to figure out why. So I try to stay away from Benipets recently because
I
of
wondered whether Benipets was part of your
it was for the
for
longest
keeping
time.
your phosphates up.
Benipets actually drops the phosphate down.
So you say that, but then we've had other people that say that actually Benipets add phosphates.
That is crazy. But the main problem with Benipets, so I don't know whether that is causing the torch problem or it's a spring problem. So I'm not using Benipets nowadays, but Acros definitely love Benipets. So whenever you feed them, it
You
comes
don't
out. But some
don't
people
notice
say it's the yeast in it.
any cyano when you was adding Benipets?
I mean, knock on wood, I never had a cyano problem in my system ever. Only time I had was the dino problem.
Right.
Yeah. I had cyano back in the halide days when I was running metal halide in 2012, 13, that time.
I need to ask this question, to be fair to Elisa, because you asked it twice, bless you. I know you're going to be grinning at me when I say this.
Yeah, I know what's
asking,
coming.
what bacteria are you dosing? You missed my question. So you mentioned it earlier when we talked about the dosing pumps, I think, in your kind of little sort of sump room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you gonna educate Adnan on your findings first, or
Absolutely not.
The bacteria. So I I mean, I will write down the brand because I forgot what brand I'm using. There is this
They're going
one
to be
red
so
color.
happy with you.
It smells super bad. Like you open the bottle and like it smells like sewer or septic tank. You know, it is that bad. And
Really?
it's red. It's red in color. I just fill up and just dose 10 ml of it every day. It goes into the tank. But I will put it on the comments as soon as I find what it was.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do water changes, you feed the tank, you're obviously into your here you go. Suggestion. PNS Hydrospace.
Oh, PNS. Yeah.
Do you use it? Have you used it? Ever tried it?
No, I never
And
tried
a
it.
laugh
No.
naming that company, weren't they? Who named that company that?
Oh, you thinking penis? Of
Yes.
course. Okay.
Of course.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Elisa. So you've gone into you've talked about water changes. You've talked about obviously feeding corals, or should I say feeding fish through corals. Blah blah blah. Testing. Then you've got the Trident on there. When we looked at the sump room, should I say, Aladdin's Cave. You've got the AquaWiz.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
what haven't you got in that room? Is it more like what do you? So who do you listen to? Who's your go-to with your water parameters? Is it
Hello.
you and a titration test, or is it the AquaWiz? Is it? Talk to me. Who do you listen to on a daily basis?
That one thing sitting there that is NP. It's not the regular one, and it never worked for me. So I don't use it anymore. From the day I bought it, it was not working. And the other one, the regular calcium, magnesium, and alkalinity, that one works. You know, on the
When you
600
say-
gallon.
When you say the MP wasn't working, do you mean the reagents weren't working, or it just wouldn't turn on?
No, it works, but it gives me readings all over the place. It gives me reading of 0 one day,
I
next day it's saying reading of 10. You know?
I think they had some struggles with their reagents, didn't they? And I think they updated or they changed reagents. I'm sure I read or heard that.
Yeah,
a while
but this
back.
I bought in like 5 months ago. I bought this. This is brand new. I would have thought that fixed all the problems, but still,
Yeah.
I try to manually calibrate. It doesn't work.
Do you trust these electrical testers, or do you do your own devices? Do you trust them, or do you do your own manual testing?
So with alkalinity, I test with the Hannah checker and then the Salifer test as well. It's always off by so much. So I just look for a trend. I don't look into the exact number anymore. With alkalinity, yeah.
Have you ever
It's a monthly. Sorry, the monthly ICP I look into for the data.
Have you ever thought of using the iDip, or was that something that you would not use?
Is that I didn't dip? I did.
iDip, it's a tester that Chris uses at ACI. But I don't know anyone else uses it.
I
Yeah,
never
put a little paper sort of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, test strip into it, and it gives you a reading based on certain parameters.
Now listen, there's a little tip from the big drip there, Adnan, you can take away. Research the iDip. There you go, mate.
yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to throw in there another video he sent me here. So I think this is a video of the tank on its side. Or should I say
200 gallon? Yeah, that's a new tank.
Nice. How long's this tank been running?
8 months.
I think
8 months.
I think you'll get there, Adnan, eventually. I think eventually you'll be an all right reefer, mate. Yeah.
So some of them is stuff I got holding for one of my friends who is moving from one house to the other. So he asked me to keep some of his corals. So
How many bits have you snapped off yourself accidentally?
yeah.
Wow. Nice.
It's the assortment of colours you've got in these corals, mate. It's mad.
Oh yeah. This one I got from. I told you about the buddy who is not well. So this is his collection. These are his. He loves all the deep water stuff. So and it's just amazing those.
So is this your main system, Adnan?
No, this is the new system. The main system
Oh right.
is the other video.
So pests that you've found in here, even after moving them from quarantine into your main systems, you've still discovered pests or not really?
I have had white bugs.
White bugs.
Yeah, and that's easy to take care of, fortunately.
To be fair, that's a question that we've just had thrown in by AOI Kumar asking, asking about that. Has Anand dealt with the bugs or aquapora eating flatworm? I know you talked about flatworm earlier when we first came on the show. So bugs as well. Have you dealt with pests in the past? You've obviously dipped things. You've looked for eggs, and how else have you dealt with it?
So I have dealt with red bugs too back in the day, and the what is that for the dog.
Melba mice and oxime.
Yeah, that works so much. You know, it just do two, 3 treatments and it's gone. With the flatworms, there's something new that came out. The flakes, the fenbendazole flakes.
Yeah, the ones we got from Meckley. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that works magic. It really works. I have so many friends who used it, and the flatworms are gone. So
Tom smuggled some of them home in the dodgiest plastic carry bag you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. From America.
That thing is the best thing that has happened recently in the hobby. People who left the hobby because of flatworms, now people can stay in the hobby. You know, even if you have flatworms, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's just can be treated.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Anand, favorite coral? Come on.
Favorite coral is the homewrecker, Jason Fox. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just amazing the colors you can pull out of it under different parts. You know, the pink color comes out at 700-800 par.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you attribute that to the lighting rather than the trace elements?
With the trace elements, and if the lighting is not right, you still don't get the color. The par is the only thing that get the color out. I mean, they get tan, right? The tan comes out as color with more UV and infrared and all the spectrum.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, I am interested. I don't know if you was going to come on to Mr. Polo Reef, Tom.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, no, I'm just interested, as in what you was doing there. Are you still advising? Are you still going there on routine trips? Because I'm very jealous.
What was it like?
Oh, the going
not having the tank.
Oh, it was amazing.
Andrew, isn't it? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Andrew Sandra. Yeah. Oh, it was amazing just to see the his filter setup and the skimmer, like the biggest skimmer I ever seen. You know, it's super tall with the and then looking from top of that super huge tank. That was it's almost like being in a public aquarium.
What was you doing there, Adnan?
Oh, I was there for the Reefpalooza New York. So we had a booth there with my friends. So then I always wanted to see Andrew's Sandler's system, and then we were talking, and then he said come over on Monday. So we just went there Monday morning, saw the whole system.
Was you at Reefpalooza Orlando?
No, the New York one. No, I was.
Oh, you didn't go to the Orlando one, no?
No, I didn't get a chance to go for that. But,
all right.
Yeah.
So you said in the green room, and the highlight of going to see Andrew Sandler's tank was when he cupped you while you were looking from the top down.
It's a good photo of that.
Yeah. Is that something you're okay with me saying live? I mean, I've said it, so.
Yeah. That's where we was going.
You just want a signed T-shirt. That's what you want, Ronald.
I've been cupped by Andrews.
Yeah.
How many cups of water in this tank? Well,
gonna be there a while.
The amount of fish in the tank is just amazing. It's just, you can't even see that much variety if you go dive somewhere.
So when you was there, did you see any of the fish that are known coral nippers nipping his coral?
Oh yeah, we were testing out some what is that? Some LPS in the big display. He put some chalice in there to see who's going to go after it, and those big angels were like dining on it right away
On the chalice.
on the chalice. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah, he has to deal with that once in a while. Even if you feed so much every day, they still want to eat that one chalice, you know.
Well, how many kilos of food must he go through in a year? Probably tons, I would have thought.
Tons. So, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a bit. Just a bit.
Yeah. Mhm. And the interesting part was the coral vet was there, and he was doing some work, and I was able to talk to him. It was. Then we went up to his the new tank, the SPS tank, and things are taking off in there as well.
Is he
And
buying coral off you?
I have sent him a few colonies. Yes.
You've sent
Ooh.
free of charge? Or?
Few colonies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
Sorry,
There you
free
go.
of
Big
charge.
shout.
Was the email, "Hi Anand, I'm a little bit down on my luck. I'm a bit skint this month.
Yeah.
Can I have a couple of corals? I'll take them on tick. Pay you next month."
I'll send you a I'll send you a t-shirt.
Yeah. You're basically a dealer. You're just basically a dealer, Adnan. Really.
Right, gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up here. We are getting to the 2-hour mark. Anand, thank you ever so much for coming on and being part of the Friday night show. We really appreciate it. I know you've got plenty of other things to be getting on with other than talking to us weirdos from across the pond in the UK. But we thank you ever so much because it just shows people that are watching at home that even though you've got an amazing shop, an array of corals and, you know, Sump, etc., that you're just a normal reefer at heart that's happy to share, you know, best practice and what works and what doesn't work. So it really does. It really doesn't go unnoticed. We really do appreciate it. So thank you ever so much.
Thanks for having me. You know, it was having
Really,
Now I will ask the question: will you come on again?
Of course, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
It was fun.
There
Yeah.
you go. I can breathe out. Okay. So thank you ever so much to the 50, 60 odd of you that have joined us this Friday night. Thank you ever so much for spending 2 hours listening to us ramble on and listening to us interrogate Anand for the last 2 hours. It's been entertaining for sure. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, or the weekend forthcoming, should I say. We will be back next Friday. There isn't a show on Sunday. We'll be back next Friday with Leo from Leonardo's Reef. And we will catch up with him and have a chat with you all then. So from all of us, from me, Drip, Ron and Anand, enjoy your weekend.
Have a
Thanks,
good
Adnan.
Take care. Thank you ever so much. Take care.
Cheers,
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.